I cannot. Thank you, Beta, for that streak. I can't believe Solo was late for your 50th stream. Wow, I'm so sorry. I'd like to apologize to you. Except I'm not sorry at all. You laid in bed last night at 7? Grandpa hours. I laid in bed last night. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you just need to decompress, do everything, honestly, if I'm being real, and just not. Hey, did I upload a picture of my sandwich? Oh, excuse me, big yawn. Oh, look at fevered sandwich, Jesus. Cheesy cheeseburger. Delicious. Alright, well now I have to post my sandwich. Mine's not a cheeseburger though. But now I have to. Not to compete with Fevered, but to sandwich in solidarity with Fevered. Repurposed. That's not what I wanted to spell. Repurposed. Hola Ray, you survived Thanksgiving. Hola Zemri, welcome on in friends. Hopefully you're all having a pretty good Friday. I was up like 11 hours, no clue why. Your body needs it. Your body needs it. There we go. Poink. Sandwich. Hola Sander, welcome on in. I think I was doing some emotional siphoning stuff. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you gotta. So I'm glad you took the time for it though. Hey, welcome on in everybody. Hello, how's it going Zamri? How's it going Ray? Hopefully again, Thanksgiving treated you well. It wasn't too bad of a holiday. If you partook, and if not, I hope your Thursday treated you fantastically. I think we're good to go on everything here. Oh, big yawn. Yep, that's what it should be. Hola, papi, buenas tardes. Happy Friday. Wait, where the hell is thing? Where's my extension at? Twitch? Oh, there it is. How's it going, papi? Hopefully, yesterday treated you well. Why is this cable across my desk? Baguette, please hold my cable. That's the wrong button. Nope. Okay. Hello, Raven. You ready for the weekend? It's here. It's here finally. Welcome to the chat room. Thanks, Twitch. You're barely functional, Beta. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry yesterday took it out of you like that. Despite my mind and body's best efforts, yes, you lived. I'm happy. I'm glad you survived. Hola, Malaya. Good evening. Hope your afternoon treated you well. Hola, Finny. Welcome on in. Just strutting on through. Okay, I guess being around family, friends, kind of triggered some stuff around the no job situation. Yep. Yesterday's a big day for that. Yesterday's a big day for that, but I mean, trying your best. Only so much you can do. Hopefully it wasn't too bad in that regard. So it's again 5 to 7 inches tomorrow evening, just like uni. Hey, hey. Man, why is there space for bust and survival crew? What the shit? Extensions there. Twitch just didn't automatically load it like it normally does, so you have to reload the entire stream again. My bad. Everyone was kind and supportive, which is the weird stuff. Gotcha. I mean, you know, you deserve kindness and support there. It sucks. You went out on a big limb, went out across the fucking country, and, you know, I'm glad you have that support network. But I also understand that, you know, just wanna just not. I got a new brown, bald villager, no beard though. Gave them sunglasses, named them Bird. Beautiful. I love it, Ash. Hola, Tony. Hope you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. I made a mistake. I went out to the store today, and I forgot that it was Black Friday. So I was at Costco, and the other shops around there at the big shopping center. I was like, oh, this was a mistake. Wasn't too bad. I'm used to significantly worse coming from Los Angeles, so it's not like it bothered me being around that many people. But it was like, man, I sure do wish fucking ESL. I sure do wish these people would get out my way. I know where I'm going. Please, what's going on, B-Man? That's not what's up. How's it going, dude? We're doing some RimWorld today. We're still in space. It's still gonna be war crimes. It's just not Shepard doing it today. I'm trying to figure out why I would have. This is from the 14th, and this is from the 21st. Why did I create a whole new one? Yeah, so this is literally the same colony as this one, just saved. So I made a whole new one. Am I the dumb bitch in the room? Yes. Sure, Commander deck came in today. Very nice, Franco. Are you gonna open it or are you gonna preserve it? They had a Black Friday sale at my local dispensary, so I'm good and still nice. Hey, if it takes the edge off and gives you a little bit of peace, Tony, fuck yeah. And yeah, Black Friday sales everywhere. I guess Top has been getting to me too. It's such a slog to get through the first phase, to the last phase, and our sage decided that he wanted to raid with some other friends of his for the next tier, which of course is his right, but it also triggered other things. No, yeah. Yup. Also, I might have ordered more pack. So the addiction begins. No, it's okay. You gotta, mira, I still don't know who fucking sent me this. I have a Terra command deck right here. Who sent this shit to me? No one has come forth, and whoever it is giggling to themselves that I don't know. It's right here. Ooh, look how shiny that is. Ooh, not opening it. One day I will find out who it was. I'm not, because you have to tell me, because I have no way of knowing. Oh my god! Hello, Ducks. So, live RimWorld. Yes, it's 7 p.m. Atlantic time. On a Friday night, Ducks. Tonight we rim. I picked up a game on Steam today. Nice, what'd you get? I think the Final Fantasy set is so cool, but TBH, Magic the Gathering is in such a bad place. Is it really as a whole, as a game system? Hola, Medic! Look at that booty. Welcome on in, Medic. And all that junk. Oh, what's this? You know what? Absolutely. Absolutely. Done. Thankfully done. Yeah, I saw it in the chat yesterday. I was in your channel. I was both your channels. And I saw it on your channel that said, oh. I was like, what the fuck is that? Typo? They forget a letter? So then I switched over to her channel. I was like, oh, look at it. Thank you for the beers, Medic. And beers are always welcome. That's from fucking Zaves, isn't it? Of course it is. I'm not using the Animal Psychic Pulsar. I'm gonna build the ability to launch rockets just so I could launch that fucking thing out. Look at these corpses, Jesus. Oh no, a bunch of fox corpses. How did that happen? Use the pulsar? No, we're not ruining this colony. Thank you for the geese smoothie. They're off geesing. Don't worry about that. Thank you, Twitch chat, for throwing a bombardment of rockets from outer space. I appreciate that. Well, if you are new here and you didn't know, we do play this game with Rim Connect, which is an extension. Who is operating on Mimi? Bowmate, should you be operating on Mimi? Yes. On the right hand side of the video player, there is a thing, little purple icon you can click on. You can add Rim Connect. That is an extension that'll give you silver. It'll make a little sheriff's badge appear in the bottom right corner of the player. You click on that, you accumulate silver every 2 minutes, as well as through polls. As the box is bouncing, there's a poll active, you can vote on that. And then you can use that extension to add things into my game. So this is peak interactivity. You earn silver, you put it in the game, I have to deal with it. I have one rule, I don't have to like it. Because there's some really bad things. No, Mad Crow! Ali, no, Shep, Max, fuck, he's useless. So are they. Where are all the Wolfie? Good job, Wolfie. You showed that crow what do. Thank you for the guinea pig, Sander. Thank you for the Personas this hammer, Geo. Let's see what you got here. Debt Maker. Jesus, that's a name. That's appropriate for Black Friday. Jealous. This weapon's persona becomes angry when the bond individual uses another weapon. That's not a problem. That's reducing their mood. Hunger Pangs. This weapon's persona loves food and transmits that onto whoever bonds with it. The bond persona's hunger rate will be 50%. So that's not too bad of a hammer at all, actually. You can actually have that one without much in the way of ramifications affecting you. So congrats on Debt Maker. They now have more universes beyond sets than they have in-universe sets, and a lot of the things surrounding the game itself have been really poorly balanced, and official support for tournaments is all but dead. And many longtime fans of Magic the Gathering, which I was for a long time, feel like Wizards and Hasbro is sacrificing the game to turn it into a collectible series because that's more profitable. 100%. You know that's what they're doing. Thank you for the Steel Raven.
This is a certified unk moment, FRFR 67.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Sander, for the power. Jesus, that's nice. That's juicy. Congrats, Gio. Thank you for this. Thank you for the turkey, Alley. Oh, look. Bowmage is already herding the turkey. Do you herd turkeys? Thank you, Max, for continuing your gifted sub. You know you can't cancel this, so thank you for not doing that. You can give me one vote, Max. Beta, you also get a vote because you gifted the vote to Max. Turkey should be named Turkey. Done. Where's the turkey at? Now I gotta suck in my head because we must have put up the turkey tomorrow. The turkey's the turkey, you turkey. If you know, you know. Something, gobbler, gobbler, turkey. Whenever we put up the Christmas tree, we do it to the Muppet Family Christmas. Jambalaya, got it. Mr. Blessed Weeks, you're poor. It's okay. April K, the duck has died to malnutrition. Yikes. Have they not? Oh, well, Fisted Snake just killed that rat and is eating it. Thank you, turkey. Thank you for the turkeys. I will slaughter your turkeys and eat them. I'm telling you right now. Thank you for the beer's medic. Thank you, Sander, for the 255 turkey meat. Sander getting right to the point. Thank you, Ray, for the balls. Thank you. Sander understood the assignment and went with it, and I respect that. Okay, those are mega juicy though, so thank you for that. I don't have anywhere to place these yet, so they can go there for now. So look, rats eating the turkey meat. Yeah, I know. I can't do anything about it. Fucking that's Ali, right? Ali's allowed to eat the turkey meat. Ali is 100% permitted to. Oh Jesus! Well, you're about to kill Mimi. You just killed turkey, you turkeys. I can't believe Cowie was dead. Cowie is on the verge of death. Bay is down. And there's a Zabe's crab walking all over Bay right now. Wow. Wow. Cowie, I need you to get to the hospital, please. Alright, Mimi just got out of the hospital. Thanks, chat, for blasting her. You'll do it again? Yeah, how about use the silver you just got from assassinating the turkeys, hermit crabs, and almost Cowie, and actually do something with your pod? How about that? Sentience Catalyst. Alright, medic. We'll apply the Sentience Catalyst to your, to your turkey. Choose the chooses. Ashley, please. Well, About that, medic. You guys all killed whatever assassin. You're pacifist. There goes. You're unfortunately a high mate, and these are your stats. Welcome aboard. I mean, you'd be very good at socialization and medical, so you could be a doctor. Southern got some attitude tonight. He's getting feisty. Listen, it's the Black Friday sale. They did it to me. I'm sorry. Please hold. Okay, holding. Medic chat killed your. They killed your turkey. I don't know what to tell you. No, you're right there. Never mind. You live. All right, we're just gonna pretend it's now the colony's turkey. It's your and Allie's turkey. Oh, because he's so injured, he is. They'll look after him, though. They'll look after him. Where was that? That thingy. The thingy to make them smart. It was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Did somebody grab it? Oh, that fucking rat's dead. That's not. The thing's loaded. So after repairs and healing are done, what do you need for the colony? I'm just building at this point. Honestly, Ray, that's all. We're trying to catch up. We're trying to build inside for this thing. Lumber would probably be nice. Steel. The usuals, food, steel, that sort of thing would probably be the best, honestly. You guys actually hit the animal house of all places, so rip the aminals, I guess. That's okay, we can rebuild it. Unique beam repeater. Who's that for, Max? Oh, Max? Alright, there's a Max. There you go. Immediately breaking the one pawn rule, but that's okay. One Max can be a doctor, the other one can be a laser beam repeater user. No tacos? Can we have tacos? We can have tacos from turkeys, yes. There you go. You're beautiful, RimWorld, and a pastor just for life, Max. You grew up as a cave child, and now you are a framer. What are you framing? Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. What if the other Max is called Zam? That's up to Max. And that's what he wants for his character. This is Whistler's Cursed Beam Repeater. An engraving on this weapon resembles a birch tree. Yikes. Thanks for the bombardment, chat. Thank you for the turkey sander. Good colonist. Skill trainer is medical. Right, Max. Max using his points for good. I'm assuming this is for old Max, right? Fucking you cursed. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about sending him to the death mines. No, he'll be fine. Medic has psoriasis. Like the pawn or the turkey? This is caused by massive alcohol. Okay. Congrats on cirrhosis, medic. Enjoy that, I guess. Alright, let's get Max to doctoring. That way Max can doctor up Max. Let's have a sexy alien Max. I mean, this one is a high mate, so. Does someone get medic and need liver stat? I mean, technically medic can get medic and need liver. It's RimWorld. You know, new livers are feasible. Can the turkey be the doctor? Unfortunately, no. We can increase her intelligence, but not to that level, unfortunately. Congrats, Max. You are now at the top of our doctorage. Welcome aboard, Max. Dr. Gobble Gobble. How do you know that name, Allie? Who told you? Thank you, Ray, for the raw Max. Thank you. What else do we have here? Ironwood. Thank you for the ironwood, Allie. Hey, who sent me some cherry pie? Thank you for the steel, Ray. Ooh, thank you for the potatoes, Emery. We do be needing raw. Ooh, thank you for the simple meals. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for the wood, medic. I would, however, save for some new for a new liver. Skill trainer mining. Okay, we can get to mining here. Who's good at mining? Mimi would if she wasn't half dead. In that case, we can have Iggy yearns for the mines, as does... Well, Bay's almost fucking dead, so Bay can't do it. So, Zemri and Iggy, congratulations. You are now the colony's finest miners. You yearn for the mines. There you go. Ow! Sorry about that. Bay is in a hospital bed. Sounds like a Bay issue. Where the fuck is Bay? Bay's in a hospital bed. Well, it's not a hospital bed, but it's a medical bed. Hola, husbando. I too can be on top of the doctor. Excuse me. Medic spent her silver on sentient turkeys and wood, as she should. But don't worry, you'll get more silver soon. I bet that Blue Max is like the Mass Effect. Yeah, no, he is a high mate, which is like Liara. But Liara is a lot more than just a high mate, whereas high mates are meant for being mates. The crows are eating my bananas! Fucking Zabe's crows, look at them. Devours of bananas. Thank you, Ray, for the cherry pie. Your fucking bananas is too late. They're eating your banana. Nah, come here, thank you for the cube. The cube. Thank you for the raw liver, Raven. I'm not sure we can put a raw liver into medic, but you know, it's... Welcome aboard, husbando. We'll see what your pawn does. Thank you, Max, for the bananas that the crows are now eating. Those are wild crows, as they've sent me. These are your stats, husbando. You're a quick sleeper, you're pretty, and you're super mean, just like real life. You grew up as a shop kid, and now you're a builder. These are your stats. If you so choose to do stuff, you'll be very good at construction, you'll be very good at intellect, and you'll be good at socialization. As a colony doctor, it is my professional medical opinion to eat these all in one go. Who are we, Ben Starr? These aren't necessarily for me. You can put them on whoever if you want. I'll give them to your characters first. Because if you are taking the time to give stuff to your characters, which you normally do, skill trainer, intellect. These are for you, Max. Let's make you smart. Smarter. Your high mate character is likely going to run this colony, so let's give you the the tools for it. We have the largest murder I have ever seen in stream. I love you, Ben Star. It's fair. It is Ben Star. Skill trainers melee. Who the hell were those for? Not for Mimi, because she's max melee. Not Shep, because he's a dumbass. Who sent me these? Iggy. No, he didn't have a weapon. Bowmage, just shoot him up. Ashley's max melee. Geo. Let's give him to Geo since you're already there. I was gonna say it's a fucking mountain of a task to make me smart. Wow. Alright, there you go. Max Doctor, max intelligence. Alright, husbando, let's get you those construction abilities. It should only take like 4 to get you to the cap, honestly, considering you're a double star. Just go around the mountain. Alright, Gio, your melee is up to 19. Husbando, your construction is up to 20. Congratulations. You are now the foreman. Who's gonna work with you? Allie's also at 20. Never mind. Your Iggy's that thing. Beta is that thing. There's no, I mean, Maximum and Powell can be. Alright, you know what other Max can construct? Let's go, Max. And thank you for the action. I can't put a raw liver inside your body. That's not how that works. Not in RimWorld, anyway. We can't just be like, here's this random liver that arrived from outer space. Let's put it inside your body. What are these? These are cooking. Somebody does need to learn how to cook. Medic is at 16. Don't we have... Right, but Lemon isn't trained in it. Alright. I don't know who sent me these cooking trainers. Was it? Did I just get them now? Don't mind me just scrolling on through the list as one does. Nope. A mystery for the ages. We'll never know. It's from last week at some point. Medical. Aha! Medic! There you go, medic. Those are from you. Points well spent. Your cooking is already at 16, so we'll give you 2 to cap you out. And then, why not? Because it's just a regular liver. It's not an alien technology liver. You need an alien technology liver to be able to apply it inside your body, so that way it doesn't just go bleh. It's true. In here we want bricks. As many... What are they called? Blocks, not bricks. Okay, so we'll put that there. Research has started. I obviously need to work on this nonsense. Where do I want to go with? Sure, industrial scale pumps. And probably deep wells. I think those are the 2 things that help out the most initially. No, probably water filtration and then deep wells. Okay. Hey, chat, what's that behind you? Oh my god, what's that behind you? Oh, look, okay, we finished researching that. Hell yeah. Wow, chat, whatever that was behind you, I think it's there again. You should take a look behind you and look away from the screen and look behind you. We have 160 fucking bananas left out of 1,000. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, hell yeah, we finished. No, you know what? I think I was just seeing things. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Actually, Max, you saved some of your bananas for yourself. Good job, Max. Medic, your cooking is at 19, so we'll give you 1 more. And then your sous chef will be... Who else can cook? Nope, none of your team. Zara is at 16, so we'll get Zara up. We actually have 2 very good cooks. Actually, Allie's at 16. Allie, you know what? You deserve to be able to learn how to cook. Even more so, you're an excellent cook IRL. That's all the wasted the persona thingies. What persona thingies? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Persona as in the game Persona 5? I assure you, I don't know what you mean. This game, my character's PhD is studying the effects of copious amounts of bananas on crows. Man, that is super specific. I'm glad you landed right where you needed to be to study that. Welcome aboard, Narshe. I am not giving out the ambrosia. I'm not giving people more drugs. Poor, actually, what does this do? A soft, rare fruit, ambrosia tastes wonderful and produces a subtle, mood-increasing chemical high. However, if eaten too often, it can generate a mild addiction. Okay, I'm sure nobody will take advantage of that, right? Can the crows come and eat this fruit? Every female colonist smiles with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a psychic drone onto the site through an orbital amplifier, tuned to only affect females. For a few days, some people's mood will be quite a bit better. Hell yeah. Okay, I mean, nobody died technically from that. Mimi's resting. Mimi, did you lose any body parts? Oh. They shredded your left hand. Your rib cage is cracked ×2. They cracked your right architect leg, but it's an architect leg, so you should be fine. So only Luciferium. I have the means to burn it. So if you are wasting your points, if you try and send me hard drugs, I'm telling you right now, I will burn it limestone. Okay, let's do that there. Smooth these walls. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Definitely need to get these chunks out of here though. They ain't gotta go home, but these chunks gotta get out of here. Okay, well, that was a beginning for sure. Let's remove that. Chunks. Let me some chunks. Let's get these chunks the heck out of this place, so that way my colonists have something decent somewhere decent to live, and not have rocks all over the goddamn place as you do. Also, see your. Oh, sorry. Fucking thanks, Twitch. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Sorry, that was my windows. That wasn't yours. Balti. Yes. No. There you go. 20 minutes. Prediction is up. Prediction, yay! Your devices, even though I have all Windows sounds turned on. I'm so sorry, Amalea. I didn't mean to hack your systems. Prediction is up for Thingy, for Balti. If you so desires to want to vote, we have, of course, maximum balls, maximum mugs, and let's see about those maximum votes. Well, that can break for once. Hell yeah, Kumiko. Anything right, Narshay? Let's look at your pawn real quick. Your pawn is kind, quick sleeper, and RimWorld, like you, because you're asleep at 7 p.m. You grew up as a cave child, and now you're a hearth tender. You'll be very good at construction, you'll be very good at mining, you'll be very good at cooking. You've got these skills. Did you say you are at max balls for the week? We always are. It felt unfair to people that were betting yes to just have the balls be randomized. It didn't really penalize people that were voting no. So I've been providing with you maximum ballage. You're welcome. I provide a service. It's a Breezy. Hi, Breezy. Balls in tea time. We'll find out soon enough. But the prediction is up. You so want to partake in that prediction. Wow. So if I use add balls, I'm just wasting my points. How dare you? This is the funny part. I was gonna wait until the New Year to say this, but I've been refunding that every single time for the last 2 months. So no beta. No, your points haven't been going to miss. You know, oh shit, re-notice. I'm so sorry. my bad. Nobody said anything, so I just assumed nobody knew that I was refunding them. How's it going? I played myself. Is how it's going. Crazy. Caught in 4K. Fucking what's it called? Brought down to 1080p. It's hard to not notice 200K suddenly appearing outside of a Friday. Look, listen, I appreciate you not saying anything. I've been saying to me every single week, Tiki, they don't know what I'm doing, but apparently you all knew. Apparently knew all along. Alright, so let's make this colder. We want this to be super cold, and it's not freezing temperatures yet. So we need that to get cranked lower. I knew it. You asked, and I ignored it. I didn't ignore it, actually. I just didn't see you ask it. Otherwise, I would have said, I would have owned up to it. Alright, so we're going to build this up here. We want actual sort of security here, so that's fine. We can start moving some of these beds out of the damned house, the ship, and putting them into these bedrooms. That way the colonists have somewhere to go. I'm going to say I go all in on no, because I'm a gambling man and I want to lose all your points. No, it's one of those things where I was like, it's not really, I'm trying to simplify the system so that's a better system. And I was like, okay, may as well just, you know, it makes more sense to just, until I can come up with something else. Do it up. Where's my smooth walls button? So I've been thinking. I've been giving it a thought. And one of the things, obviously, you're bringing back the wigs and all that. So we'll see. We'll see how to. Okay, let's get some limestone doors going here. Right, the point of balls time isn't to shoot them until the land is cup. It is. There is a chance to win and have no T-balls. Yes, depending on whether they go in there or not. Okay, colony is going apace. Thank you for the big shelf. And those big shelves are actually pretty nice. Ooh, wooden wood shelf. Thank you. Thank you for the food shelf. I'm good on those for now, though, so I'll take the raw materials. Raw materials are very good. A drill arm for Narche. Why do you want a drill arm, Narche? I'm not going to ask questions, but I will apply it to you. Drill arm, left shoulder. You also have hearing loss in both ears. Thank you, Lemon, for the stir fry. Appreciate it. Somebody already ate one. Jesus, they're fast. Thank you for the rice as well. Gonna start to cook in. Thank you for the limestone blocks as well, Raven. The chopstick in it? Yeah. Yeah. Director, thank you for the colonist Spooky. Spooky, you are pretty, industrious, and optimist, just like real life. You grew up as a mute, and now you're a planetary miner. Holy shit, you're good at shooting, melee, construction, mining, cooking, animals, and medical. You can be whatever you want. Okay, so... Alright, so we're starting to make some progress here. We can move this one over here. How'd the food turn out, Lemon? Obviously, I always miss the end of your stream, so I don't get to see the end of it. But, I mean, obviously, it turned out great, but... Was it to your liking? Eat up, my pretties. What did you just send? 500 bananas. Why are you feeding the crows bananas? That blooper's gonna eat that banana. I'm gonna save one of these for the ship itself, because I would need food on the ship itself as well, so... Good. I hope that just now I put too much peppercorn, but still good. I get that. I've been there. I've done that. But glad it was yummy all the same. What are we doing here? Okay, so we need more bedrooms, right? We also need lights. My people don't like being in the dark at all. So we'll put those there. Can't put that there until they smoothen everything out. Unfortunately, smoothing does take a long time. Are you trying to find out how many bananas will make the crows radioactive? Muchos plátanos? Mira, I love me some plátanos. Wait, so the crows are all down here. We're stealing your bananas, Max. The crows will not touch the bananas or the stir fry. Thank you for the architect legs. Let's go. Spooky wants to go fast. Them zoomies. I'm down with that. This is a regular bed, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll put that there. My people are slowly starting to research things, so be a minute until they can actually do anything with that. This is a slate big shelf. This is a hospital bed. Hell yeah. Thank you, whomever sent that and sent these to them. Look at that. 3 of them. Hell yeah. Okay. Furniture. Again, we need lamps everywhere because they really get upset if they don't have lights. They don't want to exist in the dark. League of Goobeba. What the fuck? A group of Neanderthals. That's a lot of Neanderthals. Shit, Mimi's too hurt. She can't help us out. Wolfie and G are gonna have to solo this shit because nobody else has anything for weapons. Iggy doesn't have a weapon. Bay doesn't have a weapon. Bowmage has a gun. Oh yeah, we're fucked. We're done. This colony is boned. Start shooting him, Alley! Fuck him up! No weapons? No, people send colonists and then the usual happens. Allie, shoot him up! Well, Shepard has died. Wolfie and Geo are down. Colony leader dead. Time to restart. Yeah, I'm gonna see how Shep actually died. Okay. Well, Bowmage and Zemri did work. Good job at range, taking him down. Geo, Wolfie, good job tanking. Allie killed some. Allie just killed a man. Better contact Cerberus. Maybe my next colonist won't be Cerberus. Oh, you're still alive. You don't worry about that, medic. You just don't have anything to fight with, so. Shepard has perished. What happened? How did Shepard die? Alright, Bowmage is gonna rescue Wolfie. Allie's on the ground. Where's Shepard? What happened to you, Shepard? Oh, Shep got stabbed to death. Well, so long, Shepard. Never seen Ray in a raid in the same place. You should walk there for 2 minutes and you missed a raid. We're on Randy Random, so it's not exactly kind. Thanks for the floodlights, Bay. Thank you to me for the hospital bed. Neuroformer for Geo. We're gonna let you. We'll give this to you now, though you probably want to rest. Thank you for the statue. I will warn you guys if you send me things. Oh, that's really cute. What is this? A meticulously sculpted statue of Erica Belsass. It portrays Erica getting ready to fight. The statue's face has a look of pure bliss. A sculptor depicting a specific person, artists will often make statues depicting friends or loved ones. Erica the Watcher. Neat. Erica can watch over all my dead-ass colonists. Thanks for the thermostats. Used to control electric and gas spoilers. More than one can be placed. Okay, that is definitely nowhere near being used. Thank you for the pump, Bay. Ooh, that's an excellent shotgun, too. Thank you, medic, for the minigun. I'm gonna need some pillars here because apparently the front of my base here is not that great as it turns out. Alright, we'll put a column right there. Right there. Put that there. What is this? Thank you for the handguns. Ducks. We shall put them to good use. Ish. Oh, good enough. Alright, do a Statue of Erica. Ship to the star? We'll be lucky to get off this fucking planet. Alright, yeah, let's get you that as well. I will say your pawn is very injured, so you probably want to let them recover first. Power. How is there... No. Power. How is there... Oh, it didn't get connected there. Got it. Yeah, we'll hand out those handguns in a hot minute. You can't stream after Turkey Day and the snap. Turkey Day was yesterday, and Turkey Day in Canada was a month ago. So I'm allowed to do it. Fight to the plane? I don't think that's how that works. I gotta be honest. Alright, Bay's here to shoot a bitch. Let's go, Bay. First line of defense, Bay Bar Belay. Your skill went from 0 to 7 to 9, maybe 9. Now you won't shoot yourself in the face. I was gonna send some honey mead to toast the dead, but then I noticed it's under melee weapon. Is it really? A substantial construction. No, go away. Alright, if your pawn dies, it's not on me. Allie did a pretty good job with the handgun, if I'm being honest. She actually shot a few of those people dead. Oh no, the crows are... I mean, I guess that's a good thing. The crows are eating the bodies? That's a good thing, right? The crows are eating the corpses of our enemies. Max, is part of your study to also study how crows behave while eating human body Neanderthals? And the effects that they're in? Alright, I need a kitchen. Where to make kitchen? Alright, so first of all, manage areas, new area. No animals. Invert. Thank you. Zone. Clear allowed area. No animals. Well, that's off by 1, and now I'm upset by that. Okay. Thank you for the honey mead smoothie. Somebody's gonna make good use of that. Thank you for the resurrector serum. I'm gonna leave Shepard dead, because Shepard's a terrible fucking character anyway. He's one of the base characters. We will, however, make a shrine to Shepard. Over here. Where is it? It's not... Well, okay. Thankfully, they're not. Alright, so they're under miscellaneous. We shall raise a sarcophagus in honor of the fallen dead shepherd. Shepherd, we're not making him into a pie. Thank you for the kitchen sink. I wish I had been able to throw that at the Neanderthals that just raided me. I don't have a kitchen yet, but once I get a kitchen going, I will do what I can for that. Thank you for the telescope, Ray. They do need some recreation. There we go. Look up to the skies, friends. Thank you for the harp. There you go, skedaddle! Get out! Mosey on out of here! Fiends. Alright, once you turn it down, we'll put the stuff in there. Picnic, yes. I'm not saying no one sent weapons or armor for their pawns. Yeah, what Franco said. Some people do very much to take care of their pawns, though. I will say that. I will give credit where credit is due. Some people very much take care of their pawns, and it's a huge investment. Well, Mimi was, until, you know, she had all these bad things happen to her. Pretty well kitted out. Wolfie does a very good job. A lot of people do a good job of taking care of them. But we do end up with about half of pawns that are absolutely useless. Well, they run the colony, they exist in the colony, but they can't defend the colony, which ends up being an issue because it's still adding a cost value to the colony. But I usually find a means to work around that and make the most out of those pawns and what we can do with them. It's all a nice balance we have to try, and thank you for the ghoul resurrection serum. I don't have ghouls, but thank you. Narshe wants to slash a bit. Let's go, Narshe. That is a normal weapon. You can't hear anything, but you know what? That's fine. You can still swing on them. You do have hearing loss in both ears and a drill arm, so your right arm has a gunshot wound, and your right thumb has a gunshot wound? Thank you, Max, for the skill trainer shooting. Let's increase Max's ability to start fires with that laser beam. It's silly to carnivorous radioactive crows save the colony. It's true. Alright, Wolfie, you're down. Yeah, Wolfie, you tanked a bunch of Neanderthals valiantly. You did a good job. Ooh, Beta can shoot a bitch. Here you go, Beta. You can have the excellent handgun. Silver puts some effort and can also shoot, so you get a handgun. A medic has the minigun. Lemon, can Lemon shoot a bitch? Lemon can in fact shoot a bitch. There you go, Lemon. Have a gun. Iggy gets a gun. Allie still has her revolver. We gotta bury. Oops, we gotta bury Shepard's ass. Wait, how come I can consume Shepard? I just want to bury him. Wait, why is Ashley gonna strip Shepard? Point me in the right direction. No, absolutely. Listen, I gave you a handgun. You know what you must do. I sent some more weapons, I think. One was a misclicked. The crows remember that time slowly fought off 300 owls in battle of the Rumble ran through a minefield to save that one crow. It's true, the crows remember. They're smart like that. Thank you for the 5 chain shotguns. We'll have a shotgun brigade. Usually what I do is I take all the characters that are neglected and then just give them one type of gun and then have them just be the squad for that. Thank you for Warhammer, the 40k one? Very nice. Thank you. Ember protects, it's true. No, Alley Rat has been torn to death. Oh, by a lynx. I'm so sorry, Alley Rat. Thank you for the medicine bay. Let's go. Let's try and keep the people going. That's more Warhammers. Thank you, Scott, for the trucks. Hey, listen, somebody's got to take the edge off, right? Bionic ear. If you want, Narshe, you can just, there's a thing called instead of doing surgeries upon your body, I forget what it's called. There's an item that'll just completely remove it. What do you need? Sense. Probably medicine of any kind will help a fair bit. Okay, I don't need bananas here. I don't need... No, this all needs to go out there. Why are they putting things in wooden tall shelf? Because it's flagged for food. That's not good. Alright, take these bananas away before the crows get them, please. Hay should go in the hayloft. That's what the hayloft is for. Wait, did Chad destroy my hayloft though? Is my hayloft... The hayloft is fucking gone. Okay, well, time to make one of those. Where is my hayloft? There it is. There we go. New lovers. Maximilian Powell. Maximilian Powell tried to flirt with Maximilian Powell by playfully making fun of her preferences. Maximilian Powell responded well and is now Maximilian Powell's lover. Maximilian Powell and Maximilian Powell now want to sleep together. Consider assigning them a double bed. Good job, Max. Congratulations, you did it. Against all odds. Hearing loss in both ears, Finny. You know what? Done. This limestone bed, gone. I'm making you a double bed for Max and Max. Can I vote to rename one left and the other one right? No, I don't mess with those pawns. Unless the pawn, they themselves desire to do something with them. But I appreciate the humor behind it. Max is getting high as a fucking kite. Because it's psychic. Oh, that's right. You started as. Oh, that's right. You were cheating. Oh, your lover Shepherd died. I forgot about that. I forgot that you started an affair with Shepherd last time. Thank you for the chocolates. Ducks, we will make good use of that. Thank you for the medicine scarf. That will help a lot. Thank you for the hayloft. Ooh, that's a steel one. I need to steal those. I'm already making wooden ones. Healer, Mexer. Thank you. That's the actual item that you need there, Norshay. As you can see here, what's going to go away? Is it the old gunshot wounds or the hearing loss? Let's see. Yay! Hearing loss gone. There you go. You can hear now. Congratulations. Good job, Finny. A second Bay Barbalay with my hair. Bay, you grew up as a cave child and now you're a cave builder. You're super immune at night owl and nimble. You'll be good at construction. You'll be very good at mining. You're a genie though, so you'll be very good. You'll be good at crafting. You'll be good at intellect. You're already very smart. So welcome aboard. Have a gun. Oh, constructing. We got a lot of constructors. Why aren't they constructing? Bay, come and destroy this bed. Max needs a bed for Max and Max. Is this for the new one or the old one, Bay? Whomst is this for? And then we'll make a double bed for the Maxes. A new one, gotcha. All right, we have one bay, and then we have Soldier Bay. And we'll get the bowling going here in a second. You can rename the new one to anything you want, or even Very Real Shepherd. We'll make him Chef Dos. But the prediction has, the timer has run out, so we'll get going with that here soon. Let's get this done. Chef Bay. There you go. Yeah, become one with the Shepherd Bay Barbalay. But best of luck to believers, best of luck to doubters for either winning what the hell I'm talking about in regards to the balling. Every Friday, we do a thing with Nerf guns. Somebody subs, resubs, all that good stuff. They can decide whether your streamer, your broadcaster, gets shot with a Nerf gun. And so, normally it's decided yes. So, we have 100 Nerf balls. And because we like to have a little bit of fun with our memes, we turn it into sort of like a beer pong deal, but with green tea, because I don't drink alcohol, I drink green tea. So, best of luck to believers, best of luck to doubters. I am but here to give you the meatiest of balls bouncing off my body. That was worded very poorly. Oh, he's eating? We're interrupting. Look at how fucking long this is, Max, because of you. This is the bed that belongs to Maximilian Powell. All right, like I said, it's no pause, so if we get rated in the middle of this, we're fucked. But that's just how we do. So let's let the colony go. You can watch it there. I do ever have to make Baker Solu, so wee. Let's go. Jakey just said go Maggie. There you go. Jakey believes in you, Mimi. But again, best of luck. Maximum bed, indeed. I appreciate you trying to not disturb him at all. Oh, right in the gut. Oh, right in the gut. Don't get hit, chat. It is a weird angle. You move away, by the way. Zemi says you can do it. Not even close this week so far. How am I holding it out weird? It's where it normally is. What was that? That was limp as hell. What the fuck was that? Farther from your body. Oh, you want it right here? Okay. He says, as an impartial. Wait, let me see. Oh, he doesn't have a vote today. If someone's off cam. Oh, she's adjusting position. 4 balls left. I think your shots were definitely off. I think it's because the batteries are weakening a little bit. Sorry, believers. She's locking in. Unfortunately, she's out of balls. Winner loser is here for the titty shots. Fair. I mean, you do get. I don't know if I'm sure it comes across on the microphone, right? You can hear the meaty thuds, right? Listen, that gun shoots balls at 6 balls a second. So I'm getting pelted. No ball tea this week, beta. No ball tea. Sorry, believers. Apologies. There is next week. You hear the meaty thuds? Yeah, no, that gun do be popping. I won. Thank you, believers. Wait, new lovers. Koyanagi tried to romance Flindorn by telling a tale about the connection between old Earth and absent friends. Flindorn responded well and is now Koyanagi's lover. Congrats. I'm disassociating in the game, so my mind won't focus on the pain. No, that's fair, dude. I get it. Thank you for skill trainer medical scoff. We can always use more doctors, that's for sure. Arxane would be a good doctor, as would Spooky. Spooky's a skill of 8, so that's probably better. 19, 20, 20. Alright, max. That is Spooky. Yeah, Spooky. Oh, that's Spooky. You're a doctor now. Congrats. Spooky MD. Jakey said it's your fault for holding the cup so far away. Jakey? When you take a physics class and learn the physics about Nerf balls and how they bounce and the velocity they're in off of my meaty body, then we can have a conversation about whose fault it is. Listen, I just sit there and get pummeled. Time to become a drug wizard? Drug wizard, let's fucking go. I'd like to formally apologize to Jakey for letting him down. It is not Mimi's fault. The batteries seem to be weakening, which does lessen the speed at which they bounce off my titties. How balls bounce off of a man's meaty body? It's true. What was the motion along with meaty body there? Sir, don't worry about it. Look, Allie's a fucking meth wizard. Let's go. Alright, so we need to keep the everything, all the animals outside, because they do make a dang mess. That's right, a dang mess. You've heard of dang cliff. What about dang mess? Is that like a white mage blue? Kinda, yes. Alright, why is that Zabe's crab eating? No, you know what? Never mind. You know what? I don't want to know. Storage. Food, yes. Yes, please get that hay out of my hospital. Alright, Spooky, you are now a level 20, 19 doctor. Good job. And then we give Arxane the other one. Since they're also a high mate, you probably can't do much with that. Okay, so we've got that there. The crows are still feasting on the bodies of the dead. Wait, is that Chaos Keeper? That belongs to who? Who was Chaos Keeper? Was that Wolfie's? Yeah, that was Wolfie's, right? Because Wolfie went down. Wolfie, how's your health? They cut off your leg. That might be a problem, Wolfie. You're missing a leg now. But you can still hop over to get your hammer, so that's good. You know, as you do. All right, so how are we on? All right, so we're good there on raw mats, so that's good. So we gotta. Oh, wrong button. He has had to. He did at one point. Well, if you get back in bed, go recover. All right, so we are gonna move away from here. This isn't a permanent colony. This is a colony for Samoa colonists, which is why we're building a permanent settlement here. But for the most part, we're going to try to get the ship away to somewhere else to build properly. This place just ain't it yet at this point. So we need to build more. Okay, so I can't count. So how much is this? Is 11. Okay, this is 10. Ah! The temptation to find another place and just rebuild everything there. Honestly, I've already messed this up. Thank you for the bionic leg, Bay. Thank you for the prosthetic leg, ducks. I can't attach 3 legs to Wolfie. I mean, I could. I mean, I can't. The game won't let me. But if I could, I would. Wolfie, while you're there and injured, let's give you that prosthetic. I almost cut off the leg he actually has and gave him... I almost cut off his right leg. Construction, you say you help? Yeah. You're poor, I can send bound. No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Wolfie is accumulating points himself. I do need somewhere to burn bodies, though. Right, and hygiene. This will probably go a long way to help out the cause with hygiene. It can have huge water towers now and water wells. Okay, but the water's floating this way, so you probably don't want to do that there. Not that it matters too much in this game. It's not like it's City Skylines where they really, where you really have to worry about water direction. Sculpture and construction for Iggy. I can bet Iggy, you are 10 construction, so let's get you even higher. That's a wooden harp. We want to put that in here as well. I'll send a beta play that harpsichord. Vanek Wang for third leg? How do you know that name, Scoff? Who told you? Alright, so our crops are coming through. That's good. Gonna get some more rice. People can help cook it up. Iggy, your construction is currently at 20. Congratulations. Okay, so they're working on that. The fucking crows are still there. That's fine. They'll die off eventually. Oh, that Snoopy should be back for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you enjoy yourselves over at Snoopy's. Snoopy does stream 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Doing some of that where the winds meet. I always forget the name. I know that has the word wind in it, and I always forget it, but go follow Snoopy. She's funny. You'll enjoy yourselves. She's a good time. I'm trying to think about where to make my bathroom. There's a follow button. Go follow Snoopy. Enjoy yourselves. I don't know where to make the bathroom because their living quarters are up here. I guess I could just make a pipe going all the way down here, I suppose. It's a lot of steel, but I mean, it'll help out with what they're doing, I guess. This will be the eating area. Oh, look, they're eating, eating lemons stir fry sideways. My pawns are smart. My pawns are so intelligent. They wanted to play that game, but the opening ruined your stomach for the day. I mean, it's a free game, right? I wish I hadn't built here at all. They're used to eating tacos. They just eat everything sideways. It's true. I wish I hadn't built here at all. I wish I had moved in over here and done it over here at this point. I still can. It's not like there's anything stopping me from doing that. But the original plan was to expand and cover this entire area, so eventually I will get here. What if, hear me out. What if we find out? Thank you for the tacos. Speaking of tacos, thank you very much. Those 10 tacos will not go amiss. And also I need to create a power source for these people because they don't have anything in regards to power. Wind turbines are going to be terrible for this map, so we're going to need probably water power, and because water power doesn't stop. It's not the greatest, but it does. I was learning watermill generators, so let's do that. What's going on, PK? Well, come on in. I thought you were gonna fly somewhere. I am, but so the colony is gonna stay here as a base colony, and then the ship is gonna go elsewhere, which means I need to actually build the anchor. That way, they can stay here. All right, let's see how this goes. I start using the planner more, honestly. I hate all of this. Let's remove and rebuild. And actually make it the way I want it to be done instead of what it is. Area revealed. A new area has been revealed. Alright, so Ali started digging in from the backside while Bowmage digs from the front. Okay. Yeah, so the plan is to create a colony where I dump a lot of these colonists that are just, you know, they're going to be good at, you know, construction or building or farming or whatever. And they can start building and making supplies, like, you know, following the little farm area that we have here, and just be self-sufficient, take care of our animals and that sort of thing. But the ship has to flee until I'm ready to fight the mech hive that's coming after us. So until that time, I need to, because of the number of pawns that we have, I do need to ambrosia sprouts. Okay. Drugs on demand. Until then, I need somewhere for all these pawns to stay, because these pawns, 2 of these pawns would be good for a fight with the mech hive, but the rest of these pawns would absolutely not. Who is my night owl? One of you is a night owl. Right, new shepherd is. Schedule. So the overall plan is to set them up to do that. Uh-oh. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Alright, so we're gonna rebuild this and expand this further out, because I don't mind this, but I do want to rebuild it a bit. But I do need to expand this further. To give them more room to do what they're gonna do here. Because this isn't enough room for them. Bless, thank you. Amy, didn't you send me like 4 body parts last week to add to you? I think you definitely sent me legs. And we attached those to you. But I feel like you sent me more. Also, we're giving our shade their bionic ear, because why not? Bionic ear. Where are the bionic ears at? Right there. Left ear. Done. Don't worry about that. Alright, so Amy's asleep there. Zabes is in the hospital. Why? No, Wolfie's in the hospital because Wolfie is... They're going to install your leg soon, so that's good. Make sure none of the neat people are trying to be doctors. That's also good. What about cooks? Right, none of the neat people are trying to be cooks as well. I think they didn't allow, so they didn't get stored. What do you mean didn't allow? Well, I can use the graph ship things for now, but once the graph ship takes off, I'm not going to be able to use it anymore. So they need something that's sustainable for this colony. Like, I could connect them right now to the ship. We've got plenty of power on the ship, but as soon as the ship takes off, because the mech hive is coming after us, or because I want to go look somewhere else, this area will be devoid of power. So they need their own area for that. Even some bionics and items that have red X's. Oh, right, yeah. Some of those body parts are slowly being flagged for addition. But I thought I gave Cowie the actual surgery for that. I was trying to make Medic's turkey smarter. Sentience catalyst. Where's that turkey at? There you go, Medic. Your turkey is finally gonna get. That gobbler is gonna be so smart. Wait, who's in here? Alright, so Shepard is in fact inside his sarcophagus. Alright, Beta's got his Mech Lord helmet. Let's get you that. Where are you, Beta? There you go. I'm gonna miss your kawaii little pigtails. All right, the big project. Right, I built the ship to on the lower side of things. I need to bump everything up a few, 3 slots. I think is what I was doing. So that's something I gotta do here. No, I'm gonna have to do a different design. And seriously, that's absolutely beta. There you go. Is my head in the way? No, you can see your stat there, right? You sneeze so hard you think you broke something in your body. That's not good, Lemon. I would say please be careful, but I also have the big thunderous sneezes, so... I get that. Hopefully you didn't actually break anything in your body, though. Once a day I sneeze, and I can literally feel your back pop. Jeez. That is a powerful sneeze. Let's go trainer construction for beta. Alright, beta. These are for you personally. There you go. Alright, so most people have at least a basic weapon now. So they're still gonna die, but at the very least they can put up a fight when they're inevitably attacked. Alright, so our watermill generation is coming along a little bit faster. Love that for us. I'm gonna have to find a spot for them. Can't really build on this area here because it's soft dirt. Can build one here though. Okay. All right. All right. So this is being slowly rebuilt. What if I put a giant wooden piano inside my ship? That way Allie has the music to listen to as she pilots us away. That's only temporary for now. Right, we can deconstruct that. We can deconstruct that. What's the silver rate at? Is it 100 per? 100 every 2 minutes or so, I believe. How avant-garde, you know? Those fucking crows. Okay. Yeah, this room is starting to lose its cold. This is smooth slate. We're gonna mine that out. Mine that out. And just build everything properly. I was trying to make things look a certain way and it's not working out. So that just ain't it. Unfortunately. We don't need that there. As soon as they finish with this here, we'll want to cover that up and rebuild this because our food, we want our food to stay nice and cold. Okay. Alright, I need to lay out we need a bathroom for them. They need somewhere to go and handle their business. Narshe is confused because of anesthetic and other woozy. Congrats, Narshe. But did your operations go well? You now have a drill arm and a bionic ear. Good job. Right, so we're just gonna hollow this out right here. If I do that there, it'll be in line with this area here. Okay. You do want stuff nearby their food, because they don't have stuff nearby their food. They're not going to really, they're not going to be very happy. You want to minimize how much they actually maneuver about in. So let's do that. We'll remove that there. Remove that there, and then we'll remove this as well, and then we'll have symmetry here. I'm trying to find some form of symmetry within the structure here that I'm trying to build. I don't want it to just be random ass spaces everywhere, so let's see what we can do here. Visitors. A group from Konior are visiting the colony. They seem to have items to trade. Alright, who's the smartest person? That person's name is Dweeb. Alright, Ali, please go and... Oh, Ali wants a social. Alright, Max, I need you to come over here. Why are there so many fucking cobras in my hospital? Son of a bitch. Alright, cobras, go out there and do your thing. Flee! They didn't pick up the eggs that were supposed to be handled. Alright, well, you know what? Penguin eggs, gone. I'm not going to deal with that. Gone. 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 Alright, I need to give Spooky your Architect legs as well. One of those left, one of those left. That's gone as well. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we got rid of the... We're not going to have a bunch of fucking penguins here, so that's good. And let's get Spooky... Those spooky legs. Let me make sure that is... what it is. Colonist. Welcome aboard, Fraggle. Then I'll get your colonists here in a second. Let me see what we got. Make sure that these are Taco, Skill Trainer, Prosthetic Leg, Bionic Legs, Sonic Neuroformer for Ali, Marine Armor, Good Colonist, Yellow Mech Serum, Hayloft, Medicine. Just making sure that what we got is what we got. Yep, alright. Spooky to the hospital, please. You're very happy, though. You ate some stir-fry, so that makes you very happy. I mean, it makes me happy, so I don't blame you there. Alright, so that's a prosthetic leg, which I can't get rid of now. Max has a work frenzy. Narshay purchased a work frenzy for Max. Good job, Narshay. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Fraggle. And Medic wants that prestige armor. Let's go. Medic getting the bump up in gear. Hermit Crab number 5 has been bitten to death by what, I wonder? Oh, a lynx. I thought it was going to be the cobras. Fraggle, your character is an undergrounder. They have a chemical fascination, so that's unfortunate. They don't do intellect and they don't craft. But they'll be really good at melee, really good at construction, really good at mining, and really good with animals. Okay, we also need a light in here as well. This is, of course, the start of any... Did somebody already start a fight? Who started a fight? I heard that. Who's out here pummeling their pawns? structure, limestone door there. Is this room getting cold again? It is. It's getting there bit by bit. Yep, freezing temps, right. So freezing temps make sure that the eggs don't hatch. Skill trainer melee for Wolfie. Let's go, Wolfie. Wolfie, you lost a leg in the fight with the Neanderthals, but somebody threw a prosthetic leg at you, so you are missing your left leg. Let's look at crafting. It's UIRL. It's no, look, it's me IRL too. Except I do craft, or at least I try to. It's okay, Wolfie. Listen, if you fought those Neanderthals and you tanked them very, very well.
Impressive.
Yeah. Beta, thank you for getting the subs. You got Ducks, you got Fist of Snake, you got Fraggle, you got Space Funk Samurai, and Snoopy. I know 4 of those people. Thank you, Beta. You get 5 votes for our cooking stream, of course. Let me know what you want to vote for. You just gotta give sub courtesy of Beta. Feel free to keep on lurking. No need to stop lurking at all. But welcome on board. Enjoy your ad previewing for the next 30 days. All right, let's go. Spooky getting them arms too. You already got 1 leg, and damn, they're working fast. Okay, left shoulder, right shoulder. And of course, Beta, let me know what you want to vote for. Good, you missed Wolfie? Wow. Alright, so we need bathroom stalls is what we need here. And showers. So we'll do 1 area for showers, 1 area for toilets. That way they can actually handle that there. This is fine for now here. Not a huge fan of that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do over here yet, but we can do something with that there. I guess we need to knock out one of these walls and then rebuild it as well. We can eventually turn this into a sauna, so that's something to keep in mind here in regards to growth. So that's 8 by 9. Okay. So we'll do 9 by 9, L-shaped right there. Don't care if pawns sleep on the ground, but they look so pitiful and sad. Yeah, they're not very happy about it, but I mean, you know, only so much we can do about that at this point. We will eventually build for them. And get them nice and sorted out with nice bedrooms and everything else. We're gonna Shep Bay here to finish that. But yeah, so we got the decent start. It's just it can be a lot better, and so that's what we're gonna work on here. And if the mech hive shows up, we can take off at any point. So that's not too bad of a situation for us. It could be a lot worse, that's for sure. And again, I want to get most of these beds out of here. I only want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I only want the 7 best pawns to be here. So I'm not really going to... Why is Zabe's feeding Geo? Is Geo ill? No. Okay. Wolfie's still in the hospital. Are there docs? Yes, we have level 20 docs, Wolfie, so your surgery can happen. Spooky already has full-on Architect legs, and we'll have Architect arms here shortly from Bow Mage. So that's not really too much of a concern in regards to what we can do with them. We want to move this up a little bit, I think. We'll put you right there. We'll move you right there, and then we'll move this up a bit. Okay. We are, unfortunately, it does mean that we're a little bit behind on the Odyssey side of things, but we'll get there. How do I want to do this? How do I want to build this? Alright, we'll mine that out and then rebuild that and then leave it as what it is for now. Alright, so bathroom, we could do 2 there. Well, that won't work either. Okay. You need some silver? Yeah. Dog caught me eating leftover turkey from a bag like I was a like you were a cheating spouse. You eat turkey without puppy? Oh, the shame. Listen, puppy can only have so much turkey though. The greatest of betrayals. So, yeah, I think this all needs to shift over 1 as well. I think yeah, that is definitely off by 1. Okay. I might ship off my ship for now, just to get them out there elsewhere. These are for Wolfie, right? Wolfie is still in the hospital, and you're still gonna go out there to get those, so that's good at some point. Yeah, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to shift everything up here high enough, and that's fine. I could do a different build for now. Instead of what I had in mind there, which is fine. I like how
No stripping on stream.
No stripping on stream. Don't do it unless you come out. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for 78 months, man. Thank you for that tier 2 as well. Thank you. You're doing well, or as well as can be. You get 2 votes for a cooking stream if you want to vote away. Thank you. Let me know. I like how Beta was getting high as a fucking kite with the Cobras and Beta on Allie's Muffalo Wool armchair. As Bay got high. You know what? I respect it. Cannolis, doubtful. Alright. So the grass is growing there. My animals are going to be well fed. We are a long ways away from getting to where we need to be in regards to independence as a colony, as well as that other colony, to set up our eventual goal of a space colony, which is the big goal. But it is early on. It's just a little one of those things where we have to put in work to get there. But it is unfortunately a lot of work. But the ponds are doing their job. No patients awaiting medical operation. Welcome aboard, Fist Snake. We'll see what we got here in a second. Actually, Bowman's gonna be there forever. Thank you for the good colonist. Your stats are here. You are... Ooh, psychic ship. A large piece of an ancient ship has crashed nearby. Your colonists can feel it in the back of their mind, exhorting unspeakable acts. It must have an onboard machine persona with psychic projection ability, and this persona is not friendly. Destroy it as soon as possible, but beware. It will probably defend itself. Oh, shit! Okay, well, here we go. Sorry for the snake. Here goes your pawn. Let's see real quick. You'll be good at art. You grew up... you have a hard worker. You're a fast learner, and you're beautiful, but you don't fight fires. You grew up as a pyromaniac, and now you're a ballet dancer. Alright, let's go. Mimi, I need you down here. Allie, I need you down here. I need everybody, honestly. Wolfie, you got one leg, but you know what? You're trying your best. We'll leave you up there. Bay with the shotgun. Bowmage with the long distance. Ashley with the bonk with Mimi. Lemon drop with the Glock. Medic with the other gun. I don't like the sound of what that ship is making. I gotta be honest with you. I don't like the sound of this ship. Alright, Mimi's here. Ali said, I'm not coming over to help you out because I'm a binge on some food because your friend Shep died. Okay, that's fine. Geo, Team Bonk comes down here. New lovers. Zera pursued Rurimat by talking about her own appearance. Rurimat is attracted and is now Zera's lover. Congratulations, you two. Wait, Shep was your friend? He was. Worst take of 8.0, but Shep's dead, so, you know. Wait a minute, why is Lemon, you can't have a, okay, you gotta drop the gun. You can't have a shield with the gun. Let me see here. Shield. Also, I think, nope. There we go. Alright, bow mage with those eyes. Alright, we come over here. Okay, he's got a shotgun. Lemon's got the, alright, we got 3 melee, 2 long distance shooters. And, sure, what's the worst that can happen? Mimi? If you will. What does it mean when they say it'll try to defend itself? How can it defend itself when it's just a psychic droner? Oh, it didn't do anything. Interesting. Good job, team. You earned your rations this day. Also, we got a lot of steel and class steel out of it. Hell yeah. I'm not mad at that. Ooh, components too. Alright, thank you for the incinerator. Okay. You know what? If that's how we're gonna do it, get that incinerator. Thank you, Ray, for the... We have 2 types of colonists. Fire foam poppers and incinerators. I respect it. Okay, let's get this out the way. I mean, you're paramedic. You are. You are. Gotta feed into your strengths after all. It started to rain. I'll save these fire foam poppers for some other time. We needed a roof for our animals. Okay, I mean, the colony is coming together bit by bit. Our ship still needs a lot of work. What is Shep Bay good at? There you go. Crafting, construction, mining. They're a genie, so they're not really built for combat, but they can in a pinch, as long as like range. Designed to be engineers, genies have natural aptitude with machines and are emotionally cold and calm. They are also fragile and vulnerable to pain. Focused on machines, they often come off as socially inept. Rat number 2 has perished. Because they burned to death? Jeez, that poor rat. More correct, alright. Let's put them to work. Also, quietly, I don't know if you've noticed, Mimi hasn't said anything, but Mimi has slowly inched up to become #1 in the colony. Just putting that out there. Hello, Nami Mommy. Let there be a motherfucking lie. About time. I felt so bad for you guys. I'm glad you guys have power again. Jesus. What the timing of it. This is 9 to there. Alright, 8 to there, so this should be... In order for it to be equal, it should go to there. That's 8. Time was absolutely asset was. I'm glad your neighbor stepped up though. That was very, very, very sweet of them. They didn't have to do that, so I'm glad that they actually stepped up and helped out really good. And as a kid, what's all this? Random. Thanks, champ, for the random apparel. Do we have anything good here? We have a legendary red leather parka. We have a wolfskin slave body strap. Got some black pants. You know what? We'll allow this. And then immediately sell it. Another vendor from Cornior. Okay, you got a bigger caravan this time. Hell yeah, let's go. Mueller. Hey, what? Yeah, you can... Listen, it's RimWorld. This game is fucking dark as hell. You can have... enact slaves and slavery and have slave harnesses. There's an entirely very dark streak to this game. That is, yeah, your electric bill better be noticeably lower. Imagine though. Imagine. What can I chuck? Don't need that. We keep the cube, keep our food, keep the skill trainer's melee, and get rid of that. And keep that. I do appreciate the attempt to send me some good gear. Unfortunately, it just ended up being a lot of bad stuff. Marine helmet, let's go, Bay. Space Marine, Shep Bay, Barbalay. Iggy is hiding in the rooms, having because of poor mood because he needed a bathroom. Yeah. Yeah, I really need to get on that. Got real dark. I can't see because of the storm. Alright, there we go. Now I can see. Alright, so what am I building here? Definitely need the huge water tower. It is, in fact, huge. But let's just carve this out. I don't know why I'm fronting like I'm not going to immediately remove all this. So let's do that. If the sellers don't have coins, why do you accept the sale? Because every single item that is sent to me has a value. That value is then attributed to my colony, and the value of my colony determines the severity of events in game. So every time I get sent any item, it actually tacks on that value, making me more susceptible to stronger, harder attacks from the game itself. So if there's a raid, that raid is going to be based off of the value of my colony, which is why I say pawns are important. Pawns are the most expensive thing you can send me. The raids that we're getting are not equal to the pawns that can fight them off because of the amount of pawns that we have right now that are just no gear, nothing. So I get rid of it for the sake of get rid of it, to remove it completely. I don't get anything out of it. I don't want anything out of it. I just want to remove that value that is inflating the cost of my colony. That way, whenever we do get another raid, it's not to this super high level of a thing that I'm not even going to be able to use. Make friends? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just want to get rid of it. Thank you for the toilets, babe. We are going to need those here. Thank you to the skill trainers. Beta for crafting. Yeah, so it's that's what it amounts to for me. Have you ever seen me like turn an item that you send me into raw materials. I'm trying to reduce the overall effect on the colony itself. I think I only need one of these, Beta. These are the melees. Wolfie just isn't getting up because of his injury, right? Alright, where is that prosthetic leg? Alright, you know what? I need Wolfie on his feet. I also need to get more adjustments. Where's that person? Where are they? Up there, okay. Max, I need you to come here and talk with Mueller some more, please. There goes that architect leg for Wolfie. You're welcome. What else can I chuck out of here? Yeah, clearly not buy those. I'm trying to make sure that I'm actually doing what I'm wanting to do here with this instead of thing. But you are right. I could just gift it to them instead for improved everything, relations and all that. It does change the menu to this though. Alright, let's get Wolfie that architect leg. Construction is 18, crafting. Oh, crafting. I thought it was. Okay. Beta fell asleep by that pheasant. That pheasant is now. Was it nibbling on you? I don't know. Here, crafting is at 13. What else do we have here? The toilets, the architect leg for Wolfie, and the meditation throne. Thank you. I don't even know who needs a throne, but yeah, I'll have to add that for sure. Okay. Limestone all the way across. And then once we can get this going here, we're going to just bring it all up and do. Ideally, by then, our research is moving apace. I do need a research base for everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill all those cobras. Yeah, hermit crab is bitten to death. The toilets are there. That is the downside to that goof up of letting all those eggs spawn. Cobra Revenge. I guess the timer on the cobras has ticked over. This is snake. Yeah, we're gonna have to handle those cobras at some point. I also need to start burning everything up because I don't want them to catch up. Also, it's been a hot minute since the mech hive was even here. It doesn't even feel like a what's it called? Rat pit has been bitten to death. A what's it called? Thing. Playthrough. Alright, so busy. I'm gonna turn this into just large rectangles of space to be used for this and that. warehouses, workspaces, you name it. How do I want this to work? 5, so 1 plus a thing, 1 plus a thing. That should suffice. Okay. And then we can start moving these out because we want this. Again, we're working with slate and limestone because that's what this map has plenty of. So we want to get rid of, or at least resupply all of our blocks that we are using to make this stuff. And also, again, all these colonists are being put to use is the important thing. They're not just, they're not just out here wilding. We are actually putting everyone to use here. Oh my God! This entire area was. I knocked out this one wall right here to make bedrooms, and all of this shit is right here. Wow, okay. Surprise, normally it says, oh, you found a new area. It's just like a little room. Look, ruins? Yeah. Ruins. Look at all this. This is a very nice area. And it's mostly soft land, so we can actually... Okay, I know what I'm doing here. Sakeksu. Now, every male colonist smells with contentment. Some distant engine of happiness is stirring. It is projecting a psychic drone onto the site through an orbital amplifier. Tuned to only affect males for a few days. Some people's mood will be quite a bit better. Thanks, chat. Rimat is pigging out on food because her sister Tammy was lost. Rip Tammy. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, this is... I've never had this happen before. I usually have just a silly little area. So this is actually kind of neat. Because then we can do this for our animals to just... We have an animal tunnel. This is what I want for Cashew. I want to get Cashew some hamster tunnels so he can go through his little tunnels. So he's now a foraging little bird. I will stick so many little treats along the trail to lure his ass. The goal is, Cowie's never going to let this happen. But the goal is, since our basement has a wraparound shelf that's built into the wall, I can attach a hamster tunnel from his cage across the basement about 15 feet over there, along the wall, behind the fireplace, looping around the entire basement, and then Cashew pops up right behind me. Yep, that's never gonna happen, but in theory, it could. It's free real estate? It is now, yeah. Look, my people are over here building and everything. How's this area? This area? Oh, this area is much better for farming. Look at this. Okay. Farm number 2. Let's go. Let's build more food. Again, I do want this colony to be the feeder colony that feeds into... the rest of the ship, essentially. So we can build here now. Hell yeah. That's not what I wanted at all. Alright, these are potatoes, and we'll just grow some more corn over here. Alright, and we want all this to be a grow zone for more food for our animals. It wants to be... Where is it? Barley? No. Dandelions. Nope. So we're going to grow there, and that way our animals can actually come back and forth through here and have their own little area. Cashew can come out and flip us the bird. Exactly. That is the goal. It's never going to happen, but that is nice to have goals and dreams for Senor or Senorita Chuchu. This does kind of fuck up my entire plan for bedrooms over here. But that's fine, because we actually create another area over here and protect it and wall it off and have my people being over here, access to water, bathrooms, secondary bathroom up here. There's no water up here, so we can't really do much with that. But we can just pipe it on through to the other side, as it were. Okay, well, big build, unfortunately for me, but that's fine. We can work with this. Flinder's hiding in the room because they're sleeping alone. I'm sorry. I'll get you a room for you and your beloved. Okay. I guess we'll dig there and there. Access from both sides. That might be a bad idea. And you know what? No, these aren't going to allow. It sucks that they have to go all the way around, but they got to go all the way around. I'm not gonna. I want to keep this as a solid defended area, and then obviously if we're attacked from over here, we can just hide in here. This is gonna suck, but we can deal with this later on. There's actually some steel here as well we can mine, so more steel the better. Compacted machinery, that's good. Compacted machinery there as well. And yeah, this area right here into this area right here will be a nice building area. We can actually just create this seclusion zone right here, right here, right here, and eliminate potential threats, or at least slow them down. Which is why I built this wall here. That way nobody can come in directly from this area. Obviously they can dip around, and they will, but for now, and that'll work for us. All right, cool. Who is that chewing with their mouth open? I can hear you. There's somebody here. That's just... Alright, flooring. Lumber. For now, we'll have to have nice wooden floors for our bathroom. I will say, though, it is coming along nicer than I thought it would be. And we need to learn secure doors. Is that outdoor or a huge cave? Which one? This one here? This is indoors. This is inside the mountain. And this is the pathway from animal area to animal area. That way my animals can do their animal thing wherever they want. And actually, it does go all the way over here. That's nice. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Also, we have our anime waifu there, Erica. Her statue watches over everybody. How are we doing down here? All right, so this is relatively doing well for now. These are not the people that are going to come on board here, but for now it'll suffice. We do want the rather large water towers out here to pump the water. In case of, you know, emergency, I guess. We're also going to need a hub to host our stuff, because not that my colonists would ever, you know, willfully destroy their living area or anything. Surely Wolfie wouldn't just come through and demolish the entirety of my water structure that I had set up. Alright, Medic, let's get you that helmet. Right there. So for now, I think we could build it right here. Which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see. So we can just go from there straight down. Yeah, look at it. Just straight down, and then this will feed into what I need to do here, which is hygiene. I do need water wells. We have a pump station. Pumps water from wells to water towers, pumping capacity. Alright, so this is, we want that right there. We also need water treatment. We're gonna need a sewage outlet. And then we gotta pipe this up to into our stations. Okay. What else do we need for water? So once you get the bathrooms going, my colonists are all, see all this orange and yellow? That's because they can't use the bathroom. So once we get that sorted out, distress signal. You've anticipated a distress signal from a nearby camp of the League of Gu-Beba. They're the Neanderthals that just attacked us. The frantic voice begs for immediate assistance defending against a threat. They offer everything at their camp in return for help, including shards of powerful arco technology. As the voice tries to explain the nature of the threat... Oh my god! The signal goes dead. Okay. Thank you for the meteorites. You killed Crab 13. Hermit Crab 13 has died in an explosion. What a way to go. I was framed. Cub framed you. I don't think Cub framed you at all. Meouch indeed. You know what? Limestone. I'm not mad. I'll take some limestone. Churros. Why not? Silver ore. I'll take the silver. I'm not mad at silver. Silver's good. I ain't gonna... Compact the salt is fine. Jade is good. We can take some jade. Compacted salt, no thank you. Sandstone. We don't have any sandstone on this map, so that's also very good. Thank you for jump scaring me with that. What's all this? This is silver ore as well. Silver ore is right there. Compacted machinery. Very nice. That's uranium, isn't it? Yep. Rat number 3 has been bitten to death by a cobra, more than likely. Thank you for the architect legs, Geo. We'll have to get you that surgery here shortly. Is Wolfie out and about? Wolfie does have... Wolfie, I bought you an architect leg. Never say I don't do anything for you. You now have both legs once again. How do you even make power without the ship? Power is... It's pretty simple. You start off with wind turbines. The problem with wind turbines is if there's anything blocking them in the front or the back, if it's trees or bushes, it slows them down. So it's fine if you're doing a normal playthrough of RimWorld where you don't have Rim Connect on to exacerbate literally everything. So you start off with wind turbines, and usually one is enough to get you going on a base playthrough. Research, you can go up to watermill generators, which is what I'm trying to learn right now. Watermill generators. Solar panels. Obviously solar panels leave you at the mercy of the sun. If there's volcanic winters or whatever, you're fucked on that end. So I'm going for watermill generators just because they are easier to maintain. The water isn't going to stop flowing out of nowhere, so they'll keep on going unless there's an eclipse, which kills electricity. And then from watermill generators, you can eventually get up to geothermal power. If you look at the Earthusy here, Bay, this one right here, you can plant those geothermals on top of this, and it produces a lot of power. So it's a matter... Maximilian Powell is pregnant. Maximilian Powell... Max got Max pregnant, and now Max is praying at Shepard's grave. Yes, Franco. You're alive. Maybe start. Hola, Rosa. Welcome on in. Max got Max pregnant. Welcome on in. Welcome to RimWorld. You hate it here? The soap opera of it all? Yeah. Thank you for the Architect Arms, Ray. Who are those for? I'm glad you're alive, Rosa. It's good to see you. If you can manage it, we're gonna be doing peak in about 50 minutes or so. Yes, Mia. Yes. So Max started an affair with Shepard last week, and then Shepard died. Oh, that's why Max is at the grave, because she's paying her respects. Wait. Oh my God. Did Max get pregnant by Shepard, and now other Max thinks Max is having Max's baby, but it's not Max's baby because it's Shepard's baby? Anyone want to trade some? Oh, right. Gio. Okay. You know what? Well, you get both because Ray is a sweetheart. Congratulations. You already got one leg in. They're selling a Phasmo, like as in the toy, the music box? Oh. Does it play the song? Like Sand and Hourglass? These are the days of our lives. They are. And preg means Max pregnant. It's true. That's exactly what that means. Alright, let's get to the Silent Neuroformers alley. Upgrading you to level 3. Don't need salts yet. Compacted steel, absolutely though. Allie, you are a wizard of rank 3. You've learned Psychic Powers Word of Love. That's a neat spell from. That's different from before. What's Word of Love do? Speak about someone's romantic virtues while using Psychic Suggestion to implant romantic desire in the listener. For days afterward, the listener will feel psychically induced romantic attraction towards the other person. This greatly increases opinion and makes them much more likely to attempt romantic advances and marriage proposals if they get the chance. This power can be used to connect to other people, induce love for the caster, or force oneself to love another. Jesus. Oh, there you go. That sure is a power. Thank you for the baby decoration medic. It's made of sandstone. Let's put it in their bedroom. Let's take that granite. We don't have any granite on this planet, so... Well, at least in this area, so let's get that going. But that's pretty neat, Franco. How much is it? I'm curious. Silver ore. Want that. We'll take more limestone. That way I don't have to actually mine out my mountains instead of just... doing a thing. More uranium ore. More like our uranium ore now. Marble, let's go. And cut my laugh off because even me, even I. Thanks for the chunks, chat. Appreciate that. Thank you for the crib, Ray. This is the part where I tell you that a baby has never survived a single one of my colonies. Make of that what you will. Max, you got yourself pregnant. Actually, we don't know if it's your baby or Shepard's baby. Max got Max pregnant because you're both sharing the Max bed. Congratulations. But when I went to look at your pawn that was pregnant, you were over here at Shepard's sarcophagus with your hand on the sarcophagus. Maybe they weren't so tasty, they would survive through. Clearly, all my emojis paid off. Clearly. Alright, right, so we need to remove this, and we'll start making bedrooms right here as well. Architect arms, these are for Geo, courtesy of Thing. Spooky Donkey, Mira, you got your full thing. Alright, good. Our tanks are starting to go there. We do need power down here, though, so that's a bit of a problem. I need to connect my pipes where my pawns can't get to them because my pawns are idiots and they'll destroy everything. There we go. Alright, so piping done. That's water filtration, water treatment. That's pumping, and we just need a water well. My water well sucks, I gotta be honest. I think if it's along the line here, it'll be fine. Like, I think if it covers that, it should be okay. I need a deep well, but I can't do deep wells yet because I need to clear my voice because it sounds funny. Absolutely, Ash. Let me show you here in a second. While I think this over, Medic is about to lose her shit. Why? Because she's bursting? Oh, wait, no. Your alcohol withdrawal. Is your cirrhosis not a... Medic. Where's the booze at? Oh my god, thank you for the batteries. I don't know who sent that to me, but I'll check them here in a second. Lemon's feeding Allie the rat some bananas. Love that for them. What a bond. I think everybody drank your beers already, Medic, so that's unfortunate. Alright, Gio, you're currently in surgery and recovering, so I can't get you those things, but we'll get them to you eventually. Thank you, Babe, for the batteries. They are... A battery bank is super important. Alright, those are for Medic. Let's get you those beers fast, because you're going to be very upset if you don't drink your beer. You finish this glass of wine really fast. You have a nice little animal time. You are. You were also feeding one of the Zabe's crabs, hermit crabs, a banana. Everybody knows hermit crabs fucking love bananas. Where are you, Ash? Right there. There go your stats. More bananas? That's bananas. That crow's drinking your beers. Look at it. That crow just went from 10 to 9. You totally knew that? They don't. I don't know. I've never seen a crab in my life. I'm feeding crab bananas so it gets fat so I can eat the crab circle of life. A circle of life indeed. And for health, you have smoke leaf tolerance. You're high. Is there a post-streaming? Yeah, we're doing peak. We're doing two things. We're doing peak, and we're also watching Smoosher Scream Like a Girl, which is to say very high pitched. Pitches that he cannot normally reach because he's doing Silent Hill 2 tonight remake. And get your gear? Yes. You do have a weapon. And I think you snatched somebody's shield belt. Or I made you snatch it. You have a vac suit. But yeah, it should be peak tonight, repo tomorrow, unless otherwise, unless people really don't want to do it, in which case we won't. Yeah, you have a vac suit, shield belt, and your Persona Zeus hammer. Rade has been bitten to death. By who? By a cobra. Thank you, Max, for the 1,000 bananas. Let me flag your banana for pickup. Iggy Construction. Iggy, your construction is gonna be capped. I'll give your spare one to Beta. Wolfie, you already... Okay, we can give you one Architect leg, because I already bought you one. Okay, what are we gonna do here? We need to power this. And I also need to do... Okay. Alright, that's for Ashley over there. Let's get you that skill trainer melee. Skill trainer plants. And 2 Architect legs for Ash. Okay. Wolfie, at the start of stream, the big dum-dums fought you and cut your leg off. So I bought you an Architect leg because you were refusing to do anything else. So you have 1 Architect leg and 1 human leg. So I'm going to give you that 1 leg and then I'll give your extra leg to somebody else. I need deep wells and I need them now. Lemon, I just saw your pawn pick up those bananas. You're not fooling me. I know what you're gonna do with those. I know what you're gonna do with those. Big dum-dums? Big dum-dums. All right, research. All right, Dub's hygiene has been kind of tamed for now. Obviously, there's much bigger things that we want here, like spacer, hygiene, recycling, power showers, smart toilets, among other things. But right now, we need primary research to go into water mill regeneration. Okay, that's fine. That's a good start. Fishing is next because they need a food source, a more consistent food source. Smart toilets, only the finest smart toilets for us. Architect arms for Ashley. All right, so legs and arms for you, Ash. Let's get you into surgery. Left arm, left leg, right leg. And Wolfie needs one architect right leg. When someone gets leg unless I lose limbs again? Yeah. Thank you for the beers, medic. Somebody stole your beers. I don't know who it was, but I'll have you pick it up this time. Pick up beer. 3 of them. What else do you need? Bursting. Slept outside. Yeah, ate without a table. Oh, I don't know, medic. Eat at the fucking table then. The pond, not you, medic. I'm not actually yelling at you. I'm not yelling at anybody, but... deep well water. This is... Man, these wells kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. I built my water facilities in the worst possible spot. I'm drunk, I'm not. It's fine. It's okay, medic. I'm guessing as long as it's connected to this bullshit here, it'll still be treated and everything else. Right? As long as it's still connected here, as long as the well's connected to this power line, this line of pipes, it'll still feed into it, I think, is how that works. Alright, let's find out. So it pumps in through here, it gets filtered. We do need electricity out here though. We do be needing power. We also need, alright, well we need power, and let's get the water mill generators going. Oh, somebody's getting cut up. Alright, and one right here. Alright, so we'll have 3 of them pumping through here into each other. And then it'll be great. These are hidden, so it doesn't really matter too much. But we want this to connect over here. Nope, hidden conduits. The benefit of hidden conduits is obviously my pawns are idiots and will destroy everything. So if they're hidden, they can't be destroyed by them. So that's gonna be a nice little bonus. Let's fill that up. Oh look, so the animal area is, oh, we got little crows over here. Abanis, she's an idiot. It's fine. Alright, so we actually have showers, toilets, and then we'll eventually have over here a sauna area for them. So we can do that for them there. That'll be nice. They'll have fun with that. That is for Geo, who is still down. Where's Geo at? Oh, you're up. Hell yeah, let's go. Get that melee, Geo. That should put you at 20. We have built out these areas, so that's nice. We're going to use these for... Eventually we're going to move this in there. But Beta needs an area for his facilities, for his... what's it called? His laboratory, even though Beta's going to be with us. Max sent me an emo, and I need one of his pawns to immediately begin to court Mimi. I'm sorry, Max is only interested in Max. Did you see that, Finny? Max has romanced Max, and Max got Max pregnant. Welcome aboard, Nami Mami, with blue hair. Look at you with your blue hair. You're a night owl, you're a quick sleeper, and you're tough, just like real life. You grew up as a coma child, and now you're an inventor. You'll be very good at intellect, you'll be very good at socialization, you'll be very good at crafting, you'll be good at cooking as well, if you want to take those things up. So you can have that. I don't know what that sound was. Oh, no, I heard of it. You mean to send an emote of it? Gotcha. All right, Max is eating raw bananas. Thank you for the beds, Nami. We will use those eventually. The deserter. Escos Planiscal, an infantry officer, is calling from nearby. 4 champions, 2 Imperial Grenadiers, and 2 troopers. Have fun with that. Alright, Gio, you want that intellect? Let's go. Let's make you smarter. Thank you, Iggy, for the sauna. Getting us started early. We can't use it yet, but once it does, I'll name the sauna after you. 2 hot tubs. Listen, this will go a very long way towards making the pawns happy, so I am on board with this. We want them to be appeased and happy. Isn't raw banana just a banana? Like, it's edible either way. I wanted to add emphasis to the fact that he was raw dogging that banana, though. I wanted to make sure that came across. Okay, so we're building our power stations bit by bit. This is the big build. Again, my people haven't even come up here yet to be able to even do anything on this side of things. Let's remove that. And we're gonna have to build another secondary defense area for when we come in. So this is a second entrance, right? What is this? This is shooting. Who sent me shooting? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm behind on things. Let's see. Who sent me shooty shoot? Intellect, sauna, hot tub, colonist, beer, arms, legs, plants, melee. If you remember, feel free to remind me. That way, I will keep on scrolling. Shooting for medic. Gotcha, medic. Shinobi has lost her shit. Why is she insulting people? Because she slept outside. Thank you for the mechanization processor ×3 beta. Let's get you those. Get your big brain being a big brain. And the plan is, once I get this colony base set up, we are going to inflict anomaly on it. Because why not do 2 things at once? Also, the crows are eating the baby food, by the way. The crows are eating the baby food. Alright, that's 16. That's probably fine. Not like babies survive this colony, right? They normally don't, no. No, they unfortunately do not. Why is that turkey in my base? Okay. This plan goes out the window. We redo this yet again. We keep on going until we get it right. Alright, Iggy's building that, they're building that. Alright, we're gonna have power here. And granted, my ship can absolutely power this entire thing. I could be doing that to expedite the entire process, but I'd rather get them to be sustainable on their own. Right, number 9 has been bitten to death. Medic, why are you so slow? What's wrong with you? You are... Oh, you're cirrhosis. Plus 15% to pain, negative 60% efficiency, negative 2% movement speed. Oof. Okay. That's considered outdoors. Okay. Gonna remove that. I'm gonna need a server room for all those batteries. That we can actually conserve power. So this whole thing about bedrooms right here is fucked. It's gone. We're still gonna build right here. One, two, three. So we go there. These bedrooms are 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3. All right, so 4 by 3. So right there is 1. Please don't lock Shnoopy in. Alright, who's fighting again? Alright, Shnoopy started a fight with Bay Barbalay. What happened, Shnoopy? Shnoopy insulted Bay Barbalay's height. This drove Bay Barbalay into a rage, and they began a fight. Alright, well, I mean, you know. Don't start, nothing won't be nothing. Alright, so we'll put 2 bedrooms there. What else can we do here? Wait, is that Bay? The Bay, Bay got... Bay's down. What happened to Bay? Bay, health report. Bruised your left leg, cracked your sternum, and bruised your right arm. Shnoopy also bit your torso, and you have 2 bruises on your torso. Shnoopy cracked her left leg, her left femur, bruised her left leg, bruised her left arm, bruised her torso. Cracked her skull, and bruised her head. I'm asking, no, I think you won the fight. I think you might have won the fight, Bay. Alright, so battery. Alright, so our water is flowing. Our water is flowing? Our water's flowing! Nice. Okay, that's a good first start. We need to get power into here though. I've got the happy music because we're doing the thing. Look at us. Strong start. We'll close that off. And then we're going to have what's it called? This looks weird. Why did the music change all of a sudden? It's 13. It's 14. Okay, so it's okay. I see what I can do there. Here's what we're gonna do. Do that there. Medic is an alcohol binge because she's an alcohol withdrawal. That makes sense. Thank you for the medicine, Medic. I missed something there. What was that? Hermit crab, death. Healer Mexarm. Thank you, Ray. Is that for Shnoopy's? Please think of Medic. Pawns delivered. Oh, damn too late. Yep. Yep, that sure is a recurring issue. Okay, we'll put a door right there and right there. Okay, progress. All right, electricity is going to be coming up through here. Our water is being routed through here, right? Our water is in fact being routed through here, all the way up here. That's good. Our power is working its way up there, bit by bit. Nope. Really? It's gonna do... Okay. Mud. I hate mud. The mud's ruining my plans of symmetry. Shinobi is now in a Psychite. He's binging on Psychite. Alright, guess who's gonna get launched into outer space? Thank you for the beers, Bay. Unfortunately, Medic cannot receive them, so I'll leave them unflagged for now. Thank you for the liver, Medic. I literally cannot do anything with an actual liver, except make your pawn eat it, maybe? No, I can't make your pawn eat it. You're saying livers, remember your pawn's liver? I'm gonna sell your liver on the black market. What's going on, Jester? Sorry I didn't see the Love RimWorld. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. We're still there. We're hanging out. Obviously, this has a lot to do with all these pawns up here. The pawns are being chaotic, but they're also building successfully. We do have one farm area, second farm area going. We discovered this massive area up here by complete happenstance. I dug out one little block here, and it looked like it was all mountain, but it wasn't all mountain. It's actually this entire area, so neat. We're gonna settle into this biome. I need to find a very secure area in order to build the anchor, which is something I should probably be doing right now, because if I don't build an anchor, this entire work is lost. How big is the anchor for Odyssey? Grab anchor. Okay, so that thing is pretty big. But if you don't build an anchor, you will essentially lose your pellet. Once you take off. What do you send the wild human? They'll probably just walk away. That's just what the wild humans do. They come and they go, they meander. It's in their wild spirits to do as much. Alright, so we have one light there. Much like the alley wild humans who come and go as they please. Assuming the surgeon doesn't fail and kill the patient, of course. I mean, naturally, the livers count as items rather than food. It can be surgically swapped out. And give it a shot. Ashley is insulting people because Shepard died. Classic. Alright. Animal disease, flu. Varsity the polar bear has the flu. Alright. Our polar bear has the flu. I didn't see that one coming as a thing. I only have biotech DLC, but I am curious about what the others do. So they are different. The two best ones for me personally are Anomaly, which adds an entire massive SCP vibe where you're dealing with anomalies, essentially all kinds of very destructive monsters that you can study. It's probably my favorite DLC, more so than even Odyssey here. Anomaly just does a lot for the game. Obviously, that has a bunch of items and whatnot, but that's what that one does. Odyssey, this one that I'm playing right now, currently gives you a grab ship. You start off in space, and you have a tiny little ship. It's very, very small, and you start with that, and you have to go because throughout the entire playthrough of Odyssey, you are being chased by Mech Hive. Fraggle, I need you to fight back. Wolfie, where's Wolfie? Wolfie is in the hospital. Mimi, I need you to come here and save Fraggle. Alright, Bowmage, I need you to help out Fraggle as well. Good job. Yeah, so Odyssey and Anomaly in particular give you entirely different ways of playing the game. Obviously, in Odyssey, you're still building a base. You're still trying to survive within the map that you're on. You can move around caravans and all that, but Odyssey actually wants you to get up and move because again, you're being chased constantly. You'll eventually get an alert on the side here telling you that the mech hive has located your ship and they are on their way. So it just completely changes the entire game because you beat that by beating the mech hive that's attacking you and following you around. You no longer have to leave the planet. You just have to defeat the mech hive that's after you. The ship is just very cold. It's a little cold. Thank you for the shield belt, Geo. Let's get you that shield belt there. Yeah, Varsity's got the flu. Alright, we're still building there. Yeah, so these are the two most recent DLCs that we got for RimWorld. And obviously there's other ones that add, you know, different sets of armor types, weapon types, that sort of thing. But yeah, even the base game, obviously the base game is fantastic. It plays very, very well. But these other expansions just blow it up and give you so much more autonomy to play the game in different ways. That's really, really, really rad. Funny thing is, we knew about that area, but you got debated by Game Mechanics. Your preview add-on showed it, but then you thought the game loaded a different map because you didn't see it. The sealed areas are hidden. Yeah, this is the original area I wanted to build in. This was it. I wanted to build right here. This was it, but that's fine. We'll just have this front area as defense. But yeah, baited by that. I caught that. Oh, here go the Architect legs. Whose Architect legs are these? Right, these are the ones that Wolfie sent us. Wolfie, you have... You're still waiting on your surgery, so the surgery should start now that the Architect leg has been flagged for that. Hospital, doctors. No one's doing that. That shouldn't be doing that. Okay. I'm watching someone's old play of Ideology, and that one seems like a lot... Oh, it is an insane amount of micromanaging, because... everything has to be filtered through the ideology system, right? Otherwise, there's going to be conflicts between one system of belief and the other. I turn it off. I'm going to be real with you. I turn it off. I don't want to sit here and have to, okay, and somebody from chat, Ashley there, plays with it on. And you get somebody new, they're different religions, so now they're in jail. Now you got to, take the time to slowly convert them. And then and if you like that kind of play loop, then it's great, sure. But it's not for me. I didn't enjoy that play loop. It ended up with a lot of bad chaos, if that makes sense, where I was just dealing with a lot of nonsense, and it was like, why? Check the Anomaly next week. Yeah, so my favorite DLC is Anomaly but it is very dangerous because essentially you start off the game like you normally would. And then after a couple of days, an anomaly drops. It's like I forget what it's called. But you start to research the item, the thing that drops, and it progresses through certain stages. So you have your very basic anomalies leading up to the more dangerous ones, and then the extreme ones. And it can be very neat because I've seen things through Anomaly. I've seen things that I haven't seen in any other iteration of the game. That's just kind of crazy. Very neat. Very well done. The monolith. That's right. I need somebody who can mine to finish this off for me. Gio's going to get his thing. Is Husbando gonna... No, please mine that slate. And like I said, Odyssey completely changes how the game plays. You have to constantly evade the mech hive. But it's cool. It's fun. I enjoy it. After this colony, inevitably either we clear it and we kill the mech hive, or we wipe out. The next playthrough I do is probably going to be Anomaly, because I did very much enjoy that. Alright, we gotta get that anchor in there ASAP. Alright, plastic and balance component, okay. I thought I had enough plasteel. That's weird. Oh well. How's it going, Bomage? Let me show you my baguettes. Today you get the memory foam baguette. Please enjoy. Look at how bendy it is. Just for you. Who's your AI storyteller? I'm on Randy Random. I'm on Randy Random because the last one was too smooth and apparently I wanted to suffer. So we turned on Randy. I stopped doing Randy Random for a hot minute because flat out destroyed some colonies right away. But we figured we would give them a chance. Thank you for the art bench. This, we will put that to use at some point. Where'd the art bench go? It's somewhere around here. Right there. World Tribute Collector for the Empire of the Sun is approaching. They will accept any prisoners and gold you offer as tribute. The one who gives over the tribute will receive honor for fulfilling tradition and supporting the upper houses. Okay. Where are they? They're right there. Alright, Ali, you're gonna be a wizard with royalty. No, you're not, because you'll never do socialization. Alright, Max, mother, go trade. Bread but not bready related. My fave youngest niece made several outstanding loaves of homemade sourdough bread, all from scratch. Very nice. What do you mean mech cluster with the weather controller? A mechanoid cluster... I'm gonna give it. Incoming mechanoids. Shit! Okay. Double mechanoids. So Randy was like, we heard you like mechanoids. A mechanoid cluster has landed not far from SSV Normandy landing site. There's a weather controller machine. They're forcing weather in the whole region to fog, and there's a mech cluster. The mech cluster will remain until you send a team there to attack and destroy. Okay, gotta handle that at some point. Odyssey. The mech hive's scanning process is close to determining your location. When it locates your ground ship, it will send a massive mechanoid force to kill you. Gather your supplies, then flee the map by selecting the pilot console and selecting launch. We have 3 days. Zara is in a daze because they're a night owl in daytime. Well, go to sleep, Zara. I switched their schedule, right? That's the schedule. Oopsies. I did not. Ignore what I said earlier about, well, go to sleep. My bad. Okay, and people be wildin'. Yeah. Yeah, so they're coming for me now. That's unfortunate. All the hermit crabs and zades have animal disease. Thank you for the plasteel. Thank you for the awful colonist, Jade. Let me make sure that you are not doing anything you should be doing, which is literally everything. You can bed rest for sure. Basic. You can handle. You cannot cook. You can construct. Sure. All this is fine. Fisting for purchased. Work frenzy for Fist and Snake. Nice. Work frenzy is fantastic. Alright, Beta needs to finish this ASAP. We gotta finish that, and then we're gonna be out. So we did figure out that the mech hive will follow this right here. They only care about the anchor, the grav engine. So as long as the grav engine leaves and the anchor stays, they will leave this colony alone. So we gotta get up out of here, otherwise it's all gonna go to heck. Okay, what do we want to do here? And now Fraggle is high as a kite. Love that. Thank you for the EMPs. I don't know what I'm going to do with those though. I'll find a use for them eventually. And Shep is sleeping inside. Shep, I need your dumbass to move out of there, please. You're going to get trapped inside. What if you just destroy the grab engine and pretend to be cavemen when they fly? I don't think you can destroy the grab engine. Yeah, you can. I don't think you can. It would kill this cycle, but you will get to see the ship take off at least. Unfortunately, this colony is lacking pretty much everything at this point. But it can survive. That's the important part. It can survive. And that's what we need right now. No, Mimi's in a daze. Mimi, no. Because she's hungry. And Nami's binging on food. There's two kinds of ponds here. Mimi, there's literally food up here. Okay. We gotta get this anchor built before we can even fly away. As soon as the anchor is done, we're out. But yeah, I figured we would give Randy a shot again after what happened last time. And Randy sure is being Randy. Sure do be out here random. And so far it hasn't been too bad in regards to Randy encounters. We did almost immediately die though. There is that. Like instantly, almost wiped on first landing there. So we had that going for us. Which is fantastic. Remove that. Iggy's binging on food because the barracks are awful. I mean, that's fair. I fear the colony is gonna have to... Why is Wolfie? What's Wolfie's work construction at? We want Iggy working on this, or Flynn. Alright. I don't need 35 beds now, but thank you. In case the McHive gets us. Yeah, I need an actual cannon to fire those, but we'll see what we can do with them. I thought I flagged those legs for pickup. Wolfie's got both legs now, so that's good. Flag that for pickup. Flag that plasteel for pickup. Okay. We still got time. We still got 3 days, so we're not too stressed here. We should be able to get out and distract the mechs from ending the game. Alright, we need power through here. Wait, no, we have power. Alright, so that's a start. This should help out a great deal in regards to colonist happiness. Okay, yay. Obviously we still have a lot to do here. But we'll see what we can do. I'm using the middle AI lady, but I can't remember her name. I had 20 pawns and I got slammed with event after event. I got into trash wars with the pirate group, which started a toxic waste war. Yeah, no, that's very much RimWorld baby for you right there. That's just how it do sometimes. Those pirates are sure something else. Bug broke out of the ground from the trash heap and killed half my pawns. Then a thunderstorm broke right after starting fires. A solar flare hit and I got raided by pirates with no turrets. Jesus. Yeah, the game does ramp up. It does ramp up significantly if you're in there for a prolonged period. That is pretty severe though. Alright, I'm gonna do something because that colonist is not going to... Okay. I'm gonna test something here. Alright, so anchor is almost done. We should have everything for this. It's just the finishing touches. Work left 6. I don't remember sending you other beds. You sent me 20 beds initially, and then 15 more. Ruri isn't going to catch up to them. That is unfortunate. Alright, so we want this bed. So Mimi, Ashley, this belongs to Allie. This belongs to... we could bring Medic along for some muscle. Welcome aboard, Medic. Who else is actually worth bringing along for this? Geo, you once again, the entire base belongs to you while we're fucking gone, so please take care of that. We can add Bowmage, since Bowmage is pretty strong there in regards to that. And we want to give this to... Medic. No, we got Medic. Mimi... Shep! How can we not bring Shep along? Alright, anchor is built. We can take off. Let's go. We are gonna zip away. Looking up the baby that was born during the bugs, and I used allies to take care of the rest of the enemies. Yeah, no, it's pretty severe. It's pretty severe. No, Max, you gotta stay back. Wolfie, Bay, Jade, Snake, Rudy, Lemon, Silver, Arcsane, Geo. I'm sorry, Geo and Zermi. You guys, your colonists are the only ones. Spooky, Marche, Lindor. Allie's the pilot, so we need to bring Nini. I can't bring it along because Mimi's down at this point. Who else are we gonna bring along? So we should be able to bring along Ashley, right? Where are you? No, Max gets left behind as well. Mimi's still in a state, so I can't bring her along. I feel like this isn't showing all my colonists. Actually, Ashley is right there. Koyanagi is down. Okay, well, we gotta take off. So, let's go. We'll leave these behind. Wolfie comes with us. Medic comes with us. Lemon gets left behind. Ashley stays up here. Bowmage stays with us. Bay, you can come along on a trip. Let's go. Everybody else gets stayed behind to take care of the things. Medic, no, both the Maxes. Bowmage, you're another co-pilot. Welcome aboard. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait, no. Fuck. I have to do it all over again. Sweet Jesus. I don't want to bring the animals along. Here we go again. Alright, Mimi, Iggy, Lemon, Zimri. Zimri can come along. Zimri's pretty well built. Medic, Ashley, Bowmage, Bay, Iggy, can't remove. Oh, I can't remove. Okay, Wolfie, Lindorn, Marche, Spooky, Fist of Snake. We bring along not Max, Bowmage as the co-pilot, Allie, the actual pilot. Guests, get the fuck off. Animals, stay here. We going. Let's go. If I'm staying, you don't want to take the mechs either. They will rebel. Yeah, no, you're fine over here. We have 2 days left until the mechs get here, so let's get going. So my last 2 pawns, one left in frustration. You were so mad. I mean, yeah, I get that. I've had that happen before. It sucks, especially when you put a lot of work into them. Then one game day later, he called asking for help because he was captured by pirates, but he was the only non-pacifist left. Jesus. What is this? This is, so that's enemy, that's neutral. This is the weather machine right here, so that kind of sucks for us. That's gonna be foggy this entire time. I'm kind of low on chem fuel, but that's fine. We can worry about that later on. We want to look for a spot that isn't all that great, that we can just hang out at and vibe for while we build up the other base. This is going to split up the base. This is going to split up everything, so don't send me anything now because it will not go to the people you wanted to. And there we go. The ship's gone. Let's get out. Whee! So we'll go down here. And we can just hang out here until thing. Yeah, we can see there's plenty of steel to be had here. That's blocks. That's steel right there. We can get steel, sandstone. Yes, we can get some materials here. We can pilfer all the steel that's on this map and bring it back to us. And of course, that's steel over here. Let's land up somewhere in the middle-ish. There we go. And that's how the thing works. My thrusters have broken down. While landing the SSV Normandy, Alley overheated the ship's thrusters, frying valuable components. The thrusters will need to be repaired before they can be used again. The following thrusters were affected: left large thruster and large thruster. Based on the graph ship's launch, there was a 25% chance of a negative outcome. RIP. Ashley's confused because of anesthetic because they're woozy. Medic has a go frenzy, and I'm sorry, Ali, we have to get your neuroformers later on. Son of a bitch! How come? What is this game? I only have Max, Rudy, and Fist of Snake. Who flew the ship? Who now? Max is eating raw bananas. All right. On that note, we're ending stream there. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, Jester, as well. Hopefully your next colony goes well. And if you do get an anomaly, let me know how it goes. Did we need those guys? Kinda, yeah. Little bit. But yeah, so essentially it splits your colony to 2 now. So this is the original colony because we have an anchor and we have the ship over here that's being flown by people who shouldn't be flying it. Any more bad news? Yes, go on. Give me the bad news. But yeah, so YouTube, I won't be here. Thank you for hanging out. I see all of you there. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I do stream 6 days a week, Sundays to Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern. On Sunday, we're doing some Final Fantasy 14. So you want to see that, we come and hang out. If you're here specifically for RimWorld, we do this every single Friday where we build a colony together. Rim Connect is on the Twitch side of things. My name is Solo_9 there as well. If you want to contribute and actually build, you can do that through the extension in Twitch. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, YouTube. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here ideally on Sunday for some Final Fantasy 14.